All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of Campfire Hoops. We're gonna start our episode before we get into any news. We're gonna start with our hoop grids. So I'll start my timer once you open the tab.
Hang on, I can't really type at this angle. Can you see the screen?
I mean, yeah.
I just need to be able to type. Hang on. Okay. When I click on it, it's gonna come up.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start it right now.
Okay.
So we have.
Played in the 2000s. Played less than 100 games.
That's
Okay, I'm
gonna be a
skipping
hard
that
one.
Played in the 2000s All-Star. Okay.
Oh, who's that guy?
Steve Nash.
No, that's so weird that I was gonna say that too.
Okay, I'm putting him.
No,
who's
who's
that?
that?
Fuck around. Come on.
There was some guy I was thinking of that made an All-Star game like randomly. Jeff T. You should have said Jeff T.
Played in the 2000s. Played 1,000 games. 1,000 plus games.
Haslam. Everyone's gonna say LeBron on that. I feel. What really?
Okay.
UD didn't play 1,000 games.
Putting Kevin Durant up then. Okay. Drafted after the 20th pick. Played less than 100 games. Dude, these 100 games are going to be tough.
I mean, you could put Jokic. Jokic for the All-Star.
Oh, NBA All-Star drafted after 20. Okay.
That's going to be high, though. Yeah, that's a really high percentage.
Draft after 20 pick. Played 1,000 plus games. Who's... Oh, fuck. Let's get this. 5 plus blocks in a game. Regular season.
And played less than 100 career games.
All-Star.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, literally anyone. Anthony Davis. Oh, wait, did I do it in the wrong thing? Oh my God, dude, this is slowing me down. Okay. 5 plus blocks, played 1,000 plus games. LeBron? That's going to be really popular. What the fuck?
It's per game, right?
I think. Okay, this is... How much time do we have?
3 minutes.
Played in the 2000s and played less than 100 career games. Who, like... Dude, this is
Did Anthony Bennett play more than 100?
Probably.
I don't think so. Did he?
He played for 3 years, so probably. Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Who's played in the 2000s?
Dude, I have no idea.
Okay, I'm going to skip that. Drafted after 20th pick. Played less than 100 games. Dude, I'm not going to know any of these obscure, like... I'm just not going to know them.
How about RJ Hampton? I don't think he's played in 100 games.
Does not even get.
He came up already.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Should have been there already.
He's not coming up.
How
about played 1,000 plus games after the 20th pick? Dude, I don't know who was drafted late. Like, who's known for.
There's some guy. There's another guy who.
When was Kawhi drafted?
Oh, geez, I don't know. I don't think he was after 20, though.
We just try it. Nope. Exposing ourselves as casuals again.
Not ourselves. That was you. Drafted after the 20th pick. Well, less than 100 games, you could literally think of anybody. Like, when was Hawkes drafted?
Oh,
that's
easy.
easy.
It was like 18. Who's someone from this year?
You could just say the Nuggets, like Julian Strother.
Okay. Played in the 2000s. I don't know, dude.
You have a minute 30.
I don't know this one.
The blocks with less than 100 games is going to be hard. Who played less than 100 games? That's literally less than a season and a half.
How about... I really want to get the one that's drafted after 20th pick. That played a lot. I know one of these players, like Westbrook or something, was drafted late. I just don't remember who.
Has Giannis played 1,000 games yet?
You could try it.
I don't think so, because if it's 82 in a season.
No. Dude. This is really bad. There's 3 boxes that we're not getting.
You have 45 seconds.
Played in the 2000s and less than 100 games. 5 plus blocks, less than 100 games.
Whose career ended early or something? trying to think of first round picks, but everybody like.
What's that guy's name on the Rockets? Jeff what? Jeff Green?
Yeah.
He must have been drafted higher then.
You could try Paul Millsap.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that worked.
Okay. We have 8 seconds left. 5.
These less than 100 games are like... Because it's played in the 2000s.
Thon Maker.
I didn't watch NBA in the 2000s.
Try that.
What?
Less than 100 games. Thon Maker. He didn't play a lot of games, right?
Thon?
No, okay. He played a lot.
Should I just hit mode?
Well, time's up, so.
So what do we do now? Hit mode?
Yeah. So it's...
Yeah, I don't know any of these people. They don't even have a picture.
I would not have gotten any of that. You actually have to be like...
Okay, I put Jay Williams. I don't know who that is. 5+ blocks in a game.
Oh my God, Wemby.
Wait, this is... Why is PJ Tucker on it?
It's not points. It's not 5 blocks per game. It's just in a game. Oh.
No, but look, they played 100. They played less than 100 games in their career. It says. This is really confusing. Am I reading?
Yeah. Wait. What?
Because they have Alec Burks, PJ Tucker, George Niang, who I know have played more than 100 games.
Has PJ Tucker just not played over 100 games?
No, dude, he has. He's been in the league for like 15 years.
Oh, it's no, because remember last week gives you one of them. That's right. That's what the hit mode is. It's Wemby.
Oh,
it gives you one of them. That's
okay,
right. That's
because,
why. Okay.
Okay, because the one I picked for the other one just came up
right.
immediately.
You're right.
Okay, we really made ourselves look like idiots.
Yeah.
That time.
Should we do the Pirtle too? We got it into last time.
Okay.
55 score. That was a lot lower than last week, I think.
Are we just not posting on the Instagram because you didn't post the last one?
I don't know.
So.
I can't keep up with it.
All right, we won't get into that right now.
Sorry for any background barking, by the way.
Well, if you're not gonna post it, then I'm not gonna. Oh my God, dude. Pirtle. What the fuck is this?
That is not the Pirtle.
I just.
What?
Right? It's like a new and improved version.
Oh, they like redid it since last week. Okay. Who should we start with this week? Why don't we just start with PJ Tucker? How about that? You hit submit.
Dude. Okay, I didn't put the periods in the PJ and it didn't work.
No, not show silhouette.
I don't understand what it wants me to do. Okay. Sorry.
Doesn't that just confirm the answer's like John Morant?
I don't think that was John Morant.
That looked like it, didn't it? With the hair on the side?
I don't think he's the only one with that hair. I can guess John Morant if I just ruined it.
I mean,
it wasn't working.
Oh, okay.
So it's not John Morant.
So they're taller. They're in between 6'2" and 6'5".
It's a guard.
Older than 24, number lower than 12. They're in the East, I think.
A guard that's like 6'3".
In the East?
I'm trying to think. I'm just thinking of teams.
Jaylen Brown.
I think he's taller.
He's not like 6'4". No.
I think Jaylen Brown's like 6'5". How tall is Jamal Murray?
Jamal Murray's in the West.
Oh yeah. Tyrese Maxey. How tall is he? Oh, he's too young, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of team. Donovan Mitchell.
I don't think so.
Why not?
What's Donovan Mitchell's number? Isn't it 12? Oh wait, I'm bugging out. I don't even know what his number is.
It's a low number.
Well, because it says number under 12.
Yeah, so it's a low number. So
you could try Donovan Mitchell, I guess.
well, I don't know what his number is though.
Just
I think
try it.
I don't. Okay, maybe it'll give us more.
Maybe
Dude, why doesn't this fucking work?
They ruined the Pirtle.
I can't submit it.
Oh, he's number 45.
Okay, East guard taller than 6'3".
older than 27.
Let's think of teams. Who's on the Knicks? It's not Brunson. It's no one on the Heat.
Celtics. Oh, is it Drew Holiday? Because that matches the silhouette too.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of the silhouette. True. I forgot about the silhouette. Dude, what the fuck? This fucking website sucks.
Why'd they redo it? Yeah, well, it's Drew Holiday, but they ruined the portal.
I didn't even mean to hit that silhouette. It clicked
It's
on
okay.
it. But, okay.
All right, let's get into the
All right.
actual
That's
news.
That was pretty rough. Sorry. All right, so the trade deadline was this past week. It was a very uneventful trade deadline, but there's some stuff to talk about.
I'd say it was an uneventful trade dedeadline, but I think some teams made some really good moves for themselves.
Yeah, there was no like blockbuster trade, but there was some solid pickups. So, I'm just gonna run down all the trades. So the Knicks acquired Bojan Bogdanovic and Alec Burks, and they traded Evan Fournier, Malachi Flynn, Quentin Grimes, Ryan Arcidiacono, and a bunch of second-round picks to the Pistons.
I love the Knicks being aggressive at the deadline.
Yeah, they traded basically a bunch of like bench players, and Bojan Bogdanovic was kind of, I don't want to say being wasted on the Pistons, but he can definitely contribute to a team. And Alec Burks, I don't think he's that great, but he might be a good bench player. And I think he was on the Knicks before too.
It's definitely a good upgrade for the Knicks.
Yeah, so the Knicks did well, and it looks like the Pistons are just trying to like maybe get off some money because Bogdanovic has a lot
get
of
those picks too.
Yeah, so good trade for both teams, I think. The
Should we
Sixers.
like grade each trade?
I mean,
I would give that trade like probably like an A.
yeah,
I mean,
Knicks are really trying to win. That's good for them.
yeah.
I like the Knicks this year. I'm not gonna lie. The Sixers acquired Buddy Hield. The Pacers acquired Doug McDermott, Furkan Korkmaz. I don't know how you say his name. I'm not. Should I go through all the picks? It's just some seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
second picks.
the Spurs acquired Marcus Morris in a second.
So I don't know what this trade is trying to do because I think the Sixers are probably done for the year.
Yeah. Well, the
I mean,
Pacers got off Buddy Hield's contract, I think, because he was on an expiring contract.
Yeah.
I don't think he wanted to stay. So the Pacers got off that contract, and I guess the Sixers took it on because they know he's going to probably leave anyway.
Yeah.
And the Spurs acquired Marcus Morris, which he was on the Sixers. So I guess the Sixers are just dumping some money, maybe. And the Pacers just picked up a couple of, like, I guess, bench pieces. Doug McDermott was on the Pacers before, so. And then Korkmaz, I don't really know how much he's going to contribute, but I mean, nothing crazy. Just a random trades. All right, this one got swept under the rug, I think. The Raptors acquired Kelly Olynyk and Ochai Agbaji.
Yeah.
And the Jazz acquired Otto Porter and Kira Lewis. And a couple of, or it says either one or the other first-round pick. So, a first-round pick.
Yeah.
So the Raptors traded Otto Porter and Kira Lewis, who I don't know if they were either. I think Kira Lewis was playing, but not a lot. And Otto Porter, I don't know if he was playing. But they picked up Olynyk, who I think is underrated in the league. But I don't know if he's going to really do much for the Raptors.
Yeah, I think the Raptors are trying to keep themselves out of a rebuild.
Yeah, the Raptors are in a weird spot because there's also some trades later on that they made.
I think they're just getting ready for one in the offseason at this point.
I would like to see Kelly Olynyk on a team that is contending just because I think off the bench he's a solid, like, I would say power forward. I don't think he should play center, but the Mavericks did a lot. This is one of the trades. They acquired P.J. Washington, and they sent the Hornets Grant Williams and Seth Curry.
I mean, Curry and Williams weren't really doing much for them either.
No.
The Mavs needed to make a move, and I think this was
a good one. P.J. Washington was underrated on the Hornets. He's a good power forward who can shoot, and he's going to be more, I don't want to disrespect Grant Williams, but I think he'll be more valuable than Grant Williams.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And Seth Curry, it sucks that he's kind of like bounced around the league, but he's just a role player.
Yeah.
So
he should just go to Golden State.
I mean, yeah. This one's about another Mavericks trade. They got a Thunder pick. not going to really talk about that. Another trade
Just draft picks.
Yeah. The Mavericks also acquired Daniel Gafford from the Wizards, and the Wizards acquired Rashawn Holmes and a first-round pick. I really like this also for the Mavericks. I think Daniel Gafford is a really underrated center, and he was starting on the Wizards, but I don't know if he'll necessarily start on the Mavericks because they have Derek Lively, but he's very solid.
Yeah.
All right. I'm glad the Mavericks were active, though, because I feel like in past years they maybe weren't.
No, yeah, we talked about them too, like pretty much every episode before this,
Yeah.
saying that like there's not really a spot for Luka to go. Things just need to come to Luka, and I
Yeah.
think that the moves he made here are really good for them.
Yeah,
a
they're
really
building
good
around
start.
him. This might have been the biggest trade, in my opinion. I mean, like, honestly, not even really, but the Gordon Hayward trade. The Thunder got Gordon Hayward.
No, I think that definitely is I think that trade's gonna have the biggest impact.
Yeah.
I mean, it puts Gordon Hayward back on a contending team. Like he was so good with the Celtics. So
yeah. And the Hornets acquired Davis Bertans. I don't know how to say this guy's name. Vasilije Micic and Trey Mann. I don't really think it looks like the Hornets are kind of just taking on contracts and just like getting ready to rebuild. Maybe
yeah, they gotta build something around Melo before
But-
it's too late.
the Thunder got Hayward and they didn't trade. They only traded second-round picks.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Sam Presti is crazy. He still has 18 firsts in the next 3 years.
The Thunder are going to be like, it's going to be a Warriors dynasty. I think that's my
I
prediction.
saw some people calling Presti stupid for not. He literally like.
No, dude.
He literally imagine if you offered up like 5 of those firsts though for like Sengun or something.
Yeah.
JJJ.
Yeah.
Like, I think Presti, you have 18 picks in the next 3 years. You're telling me that if you offered 4 firsts for Jaren Jackson Jr., that the Grizzlies aren't going to take that?
They definitely should, especially the Grizzlies. Like,
Exactly.
they're
Like he
rebuilding,
has so much like.
He doesn't even need to use them because look at
Right.
their team.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
You just like you
Yeah.
literally could make 2 trades. You offer 5 firsts each, and you still have 8 in the next 3 years.
Yeah. They're going to be. I think people are going to get annoyed with how good they are for the next like 10 years.
Well, if they have 18, was that true? Is it 18?
Something like that.
It's 18 in the next 3 years, first round picks. That's 6 first round picks. That's a fifth of the first round every year.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Thunder.
Yep. The Suns acquired Royce O'Neal and David Roddy. The Nets acquired Bates Diop. I don't know how you say his first name.
And Dennis Schroeder, right? Is that the same trade?
No.
Different trade. Okay.
The Nets got him and Jordan Goodwin, who I don't know who that really is, to be honest. And draft rights to Vanya Marcinkovic from the Grizzlies.
How do you obtain draft rights from somebody?
Is that like an overseas player? I don't really know.
Oh, was he drafted already?
Maybe.
And he's just not into the league yet?
Maybe.
Oh, I understand.
And then the Grizzlies acquired Yuta Watanabe and Shimezi Metu.
I don't understand. I guess all these trades are really just for contract, like money
Well,
stuff, because...
The Suns trade isn't bad. They got Royce O'Neal, who's a solid
No,
piece.
that's not bad, but like I don't understand the other 2 teams, like why make the trade. Grizzlies are done for the year.
Well, the Nets, I think Royce O'Neal might be expiring, so the Nets got rid of his contract.
Yeah.
Grizzlies are probably just, like you said, same with the Hornets, like they're just getting ready to rebuild.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think the Grizzlies need to rebuild. They just can't
No,
do
but
anything this year.
There's the Grizzlies have 3 people that they can. I would say they keep John Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
And they got to try to get some more pieces around them. Maybe Marcus Smart stays too. Another kind of underrated one here. Timberwolves got Monty Morris, and the Pistons got Shake Milton and Troy Brown.
I think that might be one of the best pickups because Monte Morris was a starting point guard on a winning playoff team for a couple of years when Jamal Murray was out.
Yeah, I mean,
he was out. He could give you 28 games.
He's definitely not going to start for the Timberwolves, but he'll probably get playing time.
I mean, he only played 6 games this year for the Pistons because he was hurt, but
pretty good. Timberwolves trying to get as solid as they can for the playoffs. The Raptors. Okay, so this one, the Raptors got Spencer Dinwiddie, who I learned now is getting bought out, and the Nets got Dennis Schroeder and Thaddeus Young.
I wonder where Dinwiddie's gonna go.
I think the Lakers. That's what I heard.
I could see him going somewhere like Phoenix too.
Yeah. Schroeder getting traded though is Is it another expiring contract situation?
I don't know.
Because he's been good.
Shooter had it. I still can't believe that he just passed up an 84 mil.
Yeah, I also think Thaddeus Young is getting bought out. I forgot about that. So I don't know. That was a weird trade.
Yeah.
Maybe Dinwiddie wants to leave. I don't know. This one was funny because it was announced by the player that got traded. The Bucks acquired Pat Bev, and the Sixers acquired Campaign and a second-round pick. This is a really good trade for the Bucks because it adds some much-needed grit and defense.
Yeah, Pat Bev is. It's so funny how he just floats around the league.
Yeah, but he always, wherever he goes, he always gives it his all. I gotta say,
Yeah.
that. He always he's a team player.
So he was on the Bulls, he was on the Timberwolves, he was on
He's on the Sixers,
Sixers, Lakers.
Now he's on the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so good on the Bucks for getting what they needed, trying to improve.
yeah.
This was one of my favorite trades. The Celtics got Xavier Tillman, and the Grizzlies got Lamar Stevens and some second-round picks. I think Xavier Tillman has been underrated for a long time. He's a good, traditional center. He's a rim protector. He's a old-school center.
Yeah.
And the Celtics have needed that, in my opinion, because they lost Rob Williams, and they don't really have, they have Porzingis. And am I forgetting somebody that they have that's a center? Who plays?
I don't think so.
Al Horford, but those aren't this is a true center that they needed. He'll definitely come off the bench, but I got to give the Celtics credit here. And they also acquired Jaden Springer, who was on the Sixers, and it was just for a second-round pick. But the Sixers GM said they traded Jaden Springer because he doesn't match their timeline. So the Sixers are trying to win now, and they think Springer needs some years to develop, so the Celtics are going to take a chance on him.
I think that's a good move for the Celtics, too, considering they still have a couple years, I would say.
Well, they might win it all this year. The Pistons acquire... This one's not really anything special. The Pistons acquire Simone Fontecchio.
Samoan?
Simone. Is it Simon?
Let me see.
Simone.
Oh, wait, Simone. I thought you said Simone.
Oh, no. I don't know if it was Simon or Simone. And the Jazz acquired Kevin Knox and second-round pick.
Again, that's gotta be some contract stuff.
Yeah. Actually, it says the Pistons land a wing who's in their future plans. So maybe... Well, I think this guy was good on the Jazz. I don't really watch the Jazz games, but I don't know. Another kind of weird one. Nothing really special. The Pistons acquired Daniel House in a second-round pick, and the Sixers acquired a second-round pick.
I think that was more contract dumping because of House.
Yeah.
House is not that bad, though. He's just...
No.
Again, I feel like people are just getting dumped to the Pistons at this point.
The Pacers acquired Corey Joseph, and the Warriors acquired the least favorable of the Pacers' 2024 second-round picks.
So their worst pick in the second?
Yes. It says right here, this was a financial deal. So the Warriors dumped Corey Joseph's contract. Same with this one. The Kings acquired Robin Lopez, who I think is getting bought out. And the Bucks acquired the draft rights to Dimitrios Agravanis.
Do you think Robin Lopez is going to go right back to the Bucks?
I mean, maybe. On a minimum. I don't think you're allowed to, though.
You're not?
I think another team... Yeah, in the same year, I don't think you're allowed to, buy back a player.
Okay. See, the buyout phase some years is more interesting than the trade deadline because some, good vets get added to teams that are contenders and actually, help them in the playoffs.
Yeah, there's a list down here, I think. I would not mind seeing Robin Lopez, if the Heat picked him up, for example, on a minimum. If he wants to come off the bench, that's fine with me.
That would be good. Robin Lopez is he's actually a really good center. I mean,
yeah,
I would say he's just a very fundamental.
Yeah, he's another one of those centers that just gets the job done.
Yeah,
does the dirty work.
He's not too flashy. He doesn't do anything
Trailblazers acquire Delano Banton, and the Celtics acquire a second-round pick. So, money stuff. And then the last one, the Clippers acquire draft rights to Ishmael Kamagate, and the Nuggets acquire cash. So
imagine literally getting bought.
All right, and then here's a list of players that were going to get traded in the rumors, and they didn't.
Is Jordan Clarkson in there?
No.
Because I know he was talking about a buyout.
He might be on the later list. DeJounte Murray did not get traded. Kyle Kuzma did not get traded. Miles Bridges, DeMar, Alex Caruso, and Andre Drummond. The Bulls didn't make a single trade, which is kind of crazy.
I don't know what they're doing. I mean, again, they're shut down for the season again because
LaVine's
out.
They're in the definition of stuck in purgatory.
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins and Chris Paul, which makes sense because Chris Paul is on an expiring deal, but maybe he'll re-sign. Bruce Brown and Gary Trent Jr. They're also probably expiring. D'Angelo Russell, which have you seen his numbers the past few weeks?
Yeah, he's been playing really good.
He's played himself out of trade talk, in my opinion. Malcolm Brogdon, Dorian Finney-Smith, who I wanted on the Heat very badly, Tyus Jones and DeLon Wright, Harrison Barnes, Kevin Huerter, and Davion Mitchell.
That's interesting. All of those names were on the trade list, and the Kings are a 6 seed.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Why? And then here's the players that got traded and then got waived. James Bouknight from the Hornets, Spencer Dinwiddie, so he'll probably sign with the Lakers. Danilo Gallinari, who was another guy I would like to see on the Heat. Harry Giles, I don't know who that is. Joe Harris, Killian Hayes. Where's Killian Hayes going to end up? Because
I can't believe he's not on a team right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you watched him play?
No, I know, but like, okay, not maybe that I can't believe he's not on a team, but just the fact that he was that much of a bust.
Yeah.
Like
he's really not that good though. Maybe he needs a different.
Yeah, he might just need it. Yeah, I think that might be the case.
The Heat will get him right. Daniel House.
I think the Spurs should pick up Hayes.
I mean, would he fit with Wemby? He's not really like a pass first guard.
Yeah, but I think they could make it work.
They could.
Off the bench too. I don't think he'd be playing with Wemby.
Corey Joseph, Robin Lopez, Frank Ntilikina, Victor Oladipo. That hurts to say. Ish Smith and Thaddeus Young.
That's actually a pretty good list. I mean,
there's some people in there that could sign. I'm sure most of these people will sign.
I would love to see the Nuggets pick up Joe Harris off the bench to give some shooting.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
His numbers have been really bad though.
Yeah, but I think that's another thing where just taking a chance on it won't hurt.
And then the players that are expected to be brought out or waived: Ryan Archie Diacono, Jordan Goodwin, Korkmaz, Chimezi Metu, and Marcus Morris.
That's okay.
Who do you think had the best trade deadline? I think it was the Knicks.
I would say it would be the Knicks or the Thunder. I mean, the Thunder found a way to add a really, really good piece to their team without giving up a single one of their firsts.
Yeah, the Thunder needed a vet like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy that Gordon Hayward's now considered a vet, but Celtics too, they made just a couple, or the Mavericks. There's 4 or 5 teams that did really well.
Celtics, Mavs, Knicks, Thunder.
Yeah.
Even the Timberwolves did pretty good, actually. It depends on how Monte Morris plays, but knowing how he can play.
There was also the couple of trades that happened before, like the Terry Rozier trade.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's a couple of news stories from today. The Thunder signed Bismack Biyombo for the rest of the season. Dinwiddie plans to sign with the Lakers. The Knicks signed Taj Gibson to a second 10-day. The Grizzlies signed Gigi Jackson to a 4-year deal. And Justice Winslow agrees to a 10-day deal with the Raptors.
We're in the 10-day phase of the year right now.
Yeah.
Teams deciding who they want to bring in for their playoff runs.
Then there are a couple other trades that I forgot about, like the Siakam trade in January.
Yeah.
The James Harden trade, which I forgot happened this season.
Yeah, that doesn't even feel like it. I remember that was earlier the year.
Yeah, it was in November.
Yeah.
And then OG Anunoby to the Knicks. So again, the Knicks changed like half their team, and they really only got better.
Yeah. You could just call them like the Toronto Knicks at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, three of the best players they brought in are from Toronto.
How long have we been going?
30. I have something to talk about whenever.
All right, go ahead. I was just gonna say, people keep saying that the Knicks aren't gonna go very far with Julius Randle as their second option.
I don't even think that's true because I think that their third and fourth options are 2B and 2C.
Who would you think they are?
Anunoby.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It might be Bogdanovich now.
Yeah, but that's not like.
It's just crazy that Brunson is like a superstar on his own team.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for him though because I like Brunson. He seems like a good person.
Yeah.
He's humble, and he's one of those players that you just want to see do well.
Yeah.
Like, there's some players that like you like if you like let's say you're like a Nuggets fan and you watch Embiid play, you're like, I want to see him like have a shitty game.
Yeah.
But whenever I watch the Knicks, even as a Heat fan, I always like root for Brunson. I don't know.
Yeah, just like everybody in the league wants to see Derrick Rose play good.
Yeah.
There's just some people like that, like Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, there's just I know what you mean.
I've been waiting for at this point weeks now, and it hasn't happened. When is somebody going to pull away in the West? Because this race for the 1 seed is, I don't think people are talking about it enough.
Yeah.
Right now, the Thunder are the 4 seed at 35 and 17.
They just lost to
the
the
Timberwolves
Mavs.
are the 1 seed at 36 and 16. So Minnesota, LA, Denver, and OKC are all within 1 game of each other for the 1 seed, which is absolutely ridiculous. Literally, if one of these teams wins like 2 games and the rest of the teams lose, that's going to be like the biggest lead there's been in weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know who's going to finish as the 1 seed, but I think it's probably going to be LA or Denver. I think down the stretch, Denver's going to be able to duke it out with LA for that 1 seed.
Don't count out the Timberwolves.
I don't want to see the Timberwolves get that 1 seed because then they have an easy first round matchup. But
maybe not. 8 seed Heat went to the finals last year.
This West is really, really tough though because
it is.
Golden State isn't even in a play-in spot right now. Utah has a 10 seed.
That's crazy. What about the Lakers?
The Lakers are at the 9 seed at 28 and 26. Dallas is the 8 seed at 30 and 23, and then the Pelicans are 30 and 22. And then the Kings are 30 and 21, and then the Suns are 31 and 21. So from 8 to 5, it's within 2 games. A game and a half, actually, now that I'm looking at the standings.
Yeah, at the end of the season, the standings could be completely different.
Yeah.
Did you see that Doc Rivers has lost, like, he's like 1-5 in his first games as the Bucks head coach?
That's...
How much is that on him, though? Because they were losing before.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't know.
weren't
Weren't they like the 3 seed? Or the 2 seed?
Well, right now they're the 3 seed. They're 6 game. I mean, so the Celtics have a commanding lead at 1, and then Cleveland is the 2 seed at the moment.
Yeah, Cleveland has won like 15 out of the last 16.
Yeah, Milwaukee and then the Knicks, which I think the Knicks and Cleveland and Boston are going to be fighting for the 1 seed. I mean Boston's going to end up with the 1 seed.
I think the Knicks will actually. I can't even say that because of Cleveland. And Darius Garland is back now, I think.
Yeah. This is interesting. Philly's fallen to the 5 seed, and I think they're probably going to fall into the play-in.
Yeah, because they lost Embiid.
Yeah, I think the Heat might be able to just come out of that play-in spot that they're stuck in every year.
They went on that stupid losing streak, but now they've won like 4 out of the last.
They won their last 2, but they're 4-6 in their last 10.
4-6. Okay, yeah. So they turned it around a little bit. They just got to keep it going, because a lot of it's to do with Rozier like finally settling in. His numbers have been good, and apparently there was a giant like team meeting that they all went to, and ever since that meeting, their record has turned around. So I don't know what took place there, but Hopefully they stay out of the plan.
Yeah, this is interesting because that battle for the lottery pick, the first overall pick, is going to be interesting too. You have Charlotte, Washington, and Detroit, and San Antonio, who are all within one loss of each other for that worst record in the league.
Imagine if it's San Antonio again.
I mean, that would be kind of scary. I think right now the most balancing one would be Washington getting it.
Yeah. Is there
or
even
Charlotte?
I don't even know who's in the draft class this year.
I mean, I think down the stretch the draft class is good, but I don't think it there's a.
Is there like a clear cut?
I'm gonna look at the top 16 college basketball prospects because
I'll recognize the names.
I know Nikola Topic is supposed to go in the top 5.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I saw in a mock at least. I'm gonna look at this NBA 2024 mock draft. I'm gonna look at a mock here. I'm not a huge college guy. Let's look at this first round mock draft. So right now it has it's this guy. He's not a college player. Alex Sarr.
How do you spell last name?
He's 7'1", French big man.
Oh yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, okay.
So if the Spurs get him, that's really scary.
He's French?
Yeah.
What the hell are they doing in France? Because Wemby's French too, isn't he?
Yeah. So they have him going to the Pistons right now. Then they have the Spurs getting Topic at 2.
I didn't know he was that good.
Topic's NBA comparison is a fundamentally sound LaMelo Ball.
Really?
That's interesting.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah. Big point guard who shares some elite court vision and creativity. Parlay success.
It's always fun watching like oversized point guards, like Luka.
Topic's game reminds me a lot of LaMelo's in terms of his ability to keep defenders on their heels with no-look passes and hesitation moves.
Yeah, dude. If LaMelo just like cleaned up his game a little bit, he would be, because he has a lot of turnovers and missed shots, but he's so flashy.
So, yeah, I think LaMelo will be fine. I think
I think he'll be fine.
I think if Lonzo ever comes back, he should head over to the Hornets. I think that chemistry would be unmatched.
It would, because they also complement each other very well because
right,
like they do.
Lonzo's a pass-first point guard
and a really good defender.
Right, LaMelo is not the greatest defender, but he's a scoring guard.
Yeah.
Wizards having Zachary Reisisher, another Frenchman who has a 6'10" wingspan. His NBA comparison is MPJ.
Okay.
So he's just another big forward. Yeah. Somewhere on the Harrison Barnes, Cam Johnson, Michael Porter Jr. spectrum.
Cam Johnson's underrated, I think.
So he looks like a 3-and-D player.
You can never have enough of those.
Yeah. Hornets, Jacoby Walter from Baylor.
I've heard of these names. I just don't know.
NBA comparison is Buddy Hield, 6'5" guard, dead-eye shooter. They're calling him.
Dead-eye?
Yeah, he's a freshman, so he has unlimited range and reminds me of Buddy Hield with his ability to score in bunches from anywhere on the court. Portland taking Cody Williams, which is Jalen Williams' younger brother.
Oh, on the Thunder.
Yep.
Which Jalen Williams?
The
one that plays more.
It's Alen. I think that is.
Yeah, that's the one that plays and starts.
Yeah.
The other one is Jaylin.
6'8".
I mean, his brother's big. Jalen Williams.
He seems to be a 3-and-D player who's averaging 13 points on 60, 58, 68 shooting splits.
Those splits are ridiculous.
Without that 68 free throw, that's really good.
Yeah.
Grizzlies, Matas Buzelis.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
NBA comparison is Franz Wagner. I mean, the league is just getting bigger. Even these guards are getting big because this is a 6'10" player he's a forward, but a lot of these guards are. Like, this is not.
Yeah.
As I feel like as the years goes on, everybody just gets taller. Everybody gets skinnier and taller. That's just what it seems to me. This seems interesting that they have this guy going to the Grizzlies because they're saying he has a high ceiling but a low floor. So he's seems like a risk. They have the Spurs taking Kyle Filipkowski.
Who's the low floor guy? Buzelis?
Yeah. This is interesting. They have the Spurs taking him. He's a 7 foot, 230-pound center. Interesting. They're saying he would have been a lottery pick last year, but he decided to return to Duke. He's averaging 18, 9, and 3.
Is this still the same guy?
No, this is Kyle Filipkowski.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Rockets taking Ron Holland. I know Ron Holland.
Is he a guard?
Yeah. They're literally just saying he's a right-handed RJ Barrett. That's his NBA comparison. But he actually fell in this mock. He was estimated top 5. Where's Rob Dillingham? So they have the Hawks taking Stephon Castle from UConn.
I've heard. Oh yeah. Okay, I know.
That would be a really good pick for them.
Yeah.
They're literally saying his NBA comparison is Shea, a younger Shea.
Really?
A younger Shea, like Shea. They're comparing him Shea as when Shea was a draft prospect. So they're saying he has that potential there.
Look what he turned into.
Yeah.
I gotta look up Castle again.
Bulls at 11. Isaiah Collier.
Castle's not the guy who's kind of short, is he?
I don't think so.
Oh no, he's 6'6". Who's the guy on UConn that's like a little short?
Is it Newton?
Yeah, I think so.
They have the Thunder taking Donovan Clingan from UConn. Their big man. If the Thunder get him and he plays good, he's 7'2".
The guy who didn't play that game that we watched. Remember we were watching a game in here and he wasn't playing that day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Spencer was playing in his spot, right?
Yeah.
So they have the Pelicans taking Rob Dillingham, that's a perfect spot for the Pelicans for him to go.
Who you made it seem like he was like a meme player when he.
No, he's not a meme player. He just plays like
what like
his NBA comparison is Jordan Clarkson,
like
CJ McCollum. He plays really
sense, though.
Like street ball.
If you say Jordan Clarkson, it makes sense.
Right, because what I've been telling you, like he's got like street ball. Like,
does that mean he's like flashy? Like what does like the street ball mean?
Like
ISO, like
they're calling him a explosive bucket.
Okay.
Explosive absolute bucket. He's shooting 47, 41, and 77 on 15 points per game. This is interesting. They have Reed Shepherd coming in, and his comparison is Austin Reeves.
I always feel like the comparisons are so...
I think this draft is deep because I'm recognizing some names here. Ooh. At number 20, they have the Heat taking Jared McCain. You know Jared McCain, right?
Jared McCain?
Yeah, you know him. You'll know him immediately when you look him up. It's the guy all over TikTok. You know the 2 days into college guy?
Duke. Have I seen this guy?
You have not. If you haven't seen Jared McCain, you're...
I feel like I have, but I'm psyching myself out. I feel like I have. I just can't like put like a...
He's like probably the most famous college player right now besides Bronny.
Really?
Yeah.
He's young.
You know the 2 days into college sound on TikTok?
No.
He's the one who like made it famous.
Born in 2004.
Compared to Gabe Vincent,
really?
Yeah. This would actually be a good pick for them.
He's a guard. Yeah, for sure. A young guard.
Yeah. You don't know him. He was dating Sydney Williams.
I feel like I do, but I don't want to like
I'm surprised you've never...
him. I've definitely seen him before. I just don't remember what video or whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just trying to look through other names that it has a Nuggets taking Alex Caravan out of UConn, which is another shooter.
Yeah.
NBA comparison, Duncan Robinson.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was that guy on UConn that was like the white guy on UConn that had like 20 something points?
When?
That game we watched that night.
Was it Spencer?
Maybe.
I don't even remember. Wow, this is interesting.
I'll tell you, hang on.
This is really interesting. This draft has Zach Edey going number 29 to the Timberwolves, with his previous spot being undrafted, and his NBA comparison is a poor man's Yao Ming. That's disrespectful. What? And coming in at 30...
Yeah, Cam Spencer.
Yeah. Coming in at 30, it has the Celtics taking Bronny.
Really?
Yeah. Would LeBron ever go to the Celtics?
No. I don't think he likes the Celtics. Wait, so does Cam Spencer not, like, is he not going to get drafted? He says he's a graduate student. Is he too, like, is he not, I don't know how it works.
Let me see. He's a senior. He's a senior.
Is he like taking another year?
That's interesting.
Because he's good, right?
I think so. I mean, he's averaging 15, 5, and 3.
Like, I know if you're good in college, it doesn't really mean much, but
is Cam Spencer an NBA prospect?
he seemed like he was fundamentally sound. Solomon Ball.
It seems like he. This is interesting.
What about Hassan Diarra?
Draft eligible in 2024. Yeah, he seems like he'll be going into the draft
This year?
He just transferred to UConn from Rutgers.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
This is his 5th season, actually. He was a senior last year.
It's like a Hawkhead situation, basically.
Yeah, he was a senior last year and this year.
Okay, I remember Zach Edey now that I looked him up. Is Zach Edey that good?
I guess not, according to...
Like, he's big, but, like, I feel like he's, like, sloppy.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I don't know. It says he was named consensus National Player of the Year at the last season's.
Yeah, he was, but...
So maybe I'm an idiot.
Purdue didn't do anything last year in the tournament.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I'm saying he looked sloppy, because they didn't do much in the tournament, but maybe he's better than I think.
So this also has Alex Sarr going 1. I think Sarr is the unanimous 1 here. These are Giannis comparisons with him.
Is he skinny?
He's 7'1", 217.
He's not that skinny if you look him up. He's a little lanky, but he has, like, muscle.
This has Reed Shepherd going to the Spurs in the 2nd pick. This one has Rob Dillingham going 4th. Topic going 8th. Let's see, who does it have the Heat taking? This has Edey going 13th. This has the Heat with the 15th pick getting Matas Bozilis.
Well, that makes sense then if he's a project.
Yeah, this is a really interesting mock. This has the McCain going to the Timberwolves.
Oh wait, he plays in the G League.
That's an interesting draft.
All right.
I need to make myself more familiar with these college players.
Well, that's why I
can
asked,
talk about them more.
Because last year I knew the players, like, because they were made such a big deal, like Wemby and stuff, and like Brandon Miller and stuff. Like, I knew all of them.
Yeah.
But all right, we talked about the trade deadline and the draft, so I think that's good.
Yeah. We're at 50 minutes, so.
All right.
So
hopefully, just like every week, hopefully there's enough news to talk about next week.
Yeah, we'll see you guys.
There's a game. There's a Purdue's about to play in 15 minutes, so.
Interesting. We could talk about college on here too, but.
Yeah. It's just hoops. It's not NBA.
Right. All right, so we'll see. We'll see you guys next week then. Look for Campfire Sessions on Monday. We have a pretty good episode coming out. Other than that, hope you guys enjoy your week. Have a good one.